I'm going to go over the funnel that is generating YouTubers hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. Let me know if this sounds familiar to you if you are a YouTuber. You have a substantial size audience, like you should have maybe you have 100,000 plus, maybe you have less than 100,000, maybe you have like 50,000, whatever the case may be. You're getting decent amount of views per video, like you get a lot of views per month, you get good engagement, etc., etc. But yet you still seem to find yourself struggling to pay the bills each month. You're grinding on content, spending 10 plus hours on one video, scripting, editing, recording, doing all the YouTube stuff that you've been taught to do. You're doing all of this grinding, you're trying to appease your audience, you're trying to just make sure you can get out the videos for the week, videos for the month, so that you can make the amount of money that you think that you're going to make when you bring out those videos for the month. You're doing all this grinding, but you're not seeing that much money. You had this size audience, and you thought that once you got this size audience, that you would be able to live the life that you see on social media, the financial freedom lifestyle, the life that seems that all the rich YouTubers seem to be living. If this is you, the problem is you're still seeing your YouTube channel. Let me fix the camera a little bit. You're still seeing your YouTube channel in the wrong sort of way, in the wrong light. You've been taught and you've been fed a lie. There is an old way of growing and making money on YouTube, and there's also a new way. The old way is relying on AdSense, sponsorships, and affiliates, other companies, other things outside of your control to pay you, as well as grinding on content, spending hundreds of hours just to put out like what 20 and 30 videos in a month, and then you're not even seeing the financial gain on top of that. That's what you've been taught. The new way is actually implementing the fact that, okay, you're a YouTuber, you're skilled, you have a very, very good talent of attracting and building an audience, as well as combining business foundational skills, business foundational principles. You combine those two, and then you create something where you are the most leveraged and most powerful person on the internet. You have a skill that everybody wants, which is building an audience, on top of the fact that you also know business foundational principles. So it's not enough to just rely on AdSense and sponsorships and affiliates and other things that you can control to pay you. You need to take control of your income, figure out what your audience truly wants from you in regards to what you make YouTube videos about, and figure out how you can figure out their biggest problem and get them to a specific solution, and figure out how you can do that in the fastest way possible, and then charge a lot of money for it. And that's what we teach at Divas Acquisition. So I'm going to go over today the funnel that's generating YouTubers hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. And before I get into it, I just want to show you just some proof of YouTubers who are using this exact same strategy. So here's William Brown. He has 67K subscribers. He's making $300,000 per month profit just from YouTube. And I know this guy specifically. I've hopped on a call with one of his, I guess, his sales representatives. This guy is only running ads on, I think, Instagram, but the majority of his traffic comes, I think, like 80 to 85 to 90% of his traffic comes from YouTube. So this guy is making over 300K just from YouTube alone. And you can see he only has 67K subscribers. Matthew Larson, I'm in one of his programs. He has 15K subscribers. He is making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. He is very what's the word? He has like factually he has said that he makes a majority of his money from YouTube, and he values YouTube as one of the most important things to be doing if you're a business owner, etc., etc. Now, while YouTubers may not be business owners, even though they are, but they just don't realize it, this still applies to you. If you can do what these guys are doing and implement it into your YouTube channel, you are more powerful than them. These guys don't even have that big of an audience. For example, Serge Guitar as well, he only has 45K. Matthew Larson, he only has 14K, but these guys are printing. I mean, Serge Guitar, multimillionaire. Matthew Larson, multimillionaire. William Brown, multimillionaire. And look at how small of a subscriber audience that they have, but look at the fact that they're also really posting very, very consistently. And the fact that all three have stated that they get the majority of their income from YouTube. They state that YouTube is the most important thing to be doing. So think about how powerful you are as an educational or informational YouTuber with a substantially sized audience, and think about if you combine the fact that you have more skill in building an audience than these guys, on top of the fact that you can learn business skills or hire someone to teach you business skills and implement business skills into your YouTube business. Think about how powerful you could be in the online space. So let's actually get into the funnel that's generating YouTubers hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. This funnel is basically all three of these guys are implementing aspects of this funnel. Now, while all three of them have also just some more complex things in their funnel, the basis of it is this funnel. This funnel takes parts of what they're doing as well, but and they're using parts of this funnel into their business. But this funnel is basically kind of a basic representation of what you could take to get to hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. And I don't mean just like 5 figures a month, like 10K, 20K, 30K. I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. This one funnel could get you there. Of course, you can also introduce other things, but we can get into that into the future. So this funnel starts with an optimized content strategy. What is an optimized content strategy? To put it in simpler terms, to put it in just simple terms, an optimized content strategy is basically you're targeting one specific person, you're targeting the problems that they have in regards to the solution you are charging for, because this is the thing. We want a content strategy, and on top of that, all three of these guys are also doing the same thing. You want a content strategy that is basically just funneling people into your sales funnel so that they can eventually purchase something that you are selling. That is the whole point of all of this. You don't want to just create videos just to create videos just for views and likes and subscribers. You can't pay the bills with views, likes, and subscribers. You can't pay the bills with vanity metrics. You want to be able to charge for something premium, something valuable, and your content strategy is the main pillar. Everything starts from the content. You want your content to solve the problems that your audience has in regards to the solution that you're charging for, and you want to provide as much value as you can in the form of this free content that you're putting on your YouTube channel. Pummel them, give them as much value as they need to get them to a specific end result. You guys, for example, I sell a program called Synthesis. I want to give you guys so much free value that like you could solve the problem on your own. You could solve the problem that you have in regards to making money from your YouTube channel on your own without even having to buy Synthesis. That's how much goodwill I want to build. That's how much value I want to provide, and that's how much value and goodwill you should want to provide as well on your channel. That's how you really create loyal fans and people who love you and trust you with their biggest desires and problems and want to just learn from you and purchase from you, want to be a part of your ecosystem, want to be able to talk to you, and want to even get the chance to talk to you. It all starts with the optimized content strategy. The optimized content strategy builds superfans, builds dream audience members. That's a term coined by Divas Acquisition. People who basically just love your content and love everything about you. And because of that, they want to purchase everything from you. Your content strategy just solves all their problems, gets them to a solution, and is free. It builds connection with your audience. They know about your story. They know why you do what you do. All these little factors combine into one to create something that where people literally love you. And when people love you, they become more interested in you, they become more invested in you, and that's where we lead into the second part of the funnel, which is you have two different links in the description of your YouTube video. So one is the link in the description for your lead magnet plus newsletter, and then one is the link in the description for an optimized VSL and website/sales page. So you want to have two different funnels because there's going to be certain people who need more warming up and need still just to get to know you and be a part of you, even though YouTube is the #1 platform on social media that nurtures people. When someone is spending, for example, this video could be 20 to 30 minutes. If someone's spending 20 to 30 minutes with you, it means they've gone to hear your voice, your personality, and seeing how you are. This is the most leveraged way to nurture somebody. But there will still be people who need extra help and who still need more nurturing thus far. That's why you have a link in the description to where they can consume a something valuable that's free, and as well on top of that, a daily newsletter that you are providing to them just to further nurture them, give them more value, give them more free game, and just get them closer and closer to their specific end result without having to purchase anything. And this is the problem. Not a problem, but this is the thing. The value of the fact that you're trying to give as much value as possible in your free content is that people will still need help. That's the problem. Like, you guys could consume this entire video and actually like learn from it and try and implement it. But the problem is it's just going to be difficult for you, especially if it's your first time listening to it, your first time hearing it, as well on the fact that it just takes longer to implement some things and things by yourself. The value is that people are still going to need extra help, even when you can give them literally all the keys step by step of how to get to a specific end result. My end result that I promise in D-Ways acquisition is 5 to 6 figures a month. I'm going to give you guys all the free information to do so. But that's not valuable. Free information is not valuable, and people don't value free information. People value something when they pay for it, and that's the value of giving the free information, because people will still need help, and they're going to pay you for the extra help because of all the free information that you've given them. So you want to link in the description to a free lead magnet that's awesome, valuable as fuck. Make that shit amazing. Make it so good. Make it so that make it so good that they can't fail if they consume the lead magnet. And then the lead magnet as well, what you want to do is create a form and convert kit where the lead magnet, you fill out the information, and once they fill out the information, they automatically get added to your email flows and into your newsletter flow. Basically, your email flows is going to basically just tell who you are, why you do, what you do, etc., etc., etc. As well as you'll have a daily or every other day sort of newsletter that gets them to a specific end result every single day. Answers their frequently asked questions. It talks about different aspects of the problem that you're solving. It talks about the different solution, as well as you want to be promoting the fact that you have a paid product and a specific thing that you're selling. And also, by the way, I want to just clarify with this funnel. This funnel is supposed to be for a high ticket offer. We're going to talk about mid-ticket and low-ticket offers later in this video, so stay tuned for a bonus that's coming at the end. But this is for a high-ticket funnel. So before I get into the actual link in the description for optimized VSL and website sales page link and like funnel aspect of this part of this funnel, I want to talk about the link in the description for lead magnet plus newsletter. So after they have actually clicked on the link in the description for the lead magnet, and now they're a part of your email flows and your newsletter, the email flows and the newsletter is going to warm them up and nurture the customer over time. It's just going to get them accustomed to you, get them used to you, get them hearing your voice, hearing the way you write, hearing what you talk about, hearing other testimonials and customer reviews and other aspects of you, of the fact that you solve a specific problem, and the solution to that specific problem that you're solving is in the paid product. The end goal of all of this funnel is to get them to purchase. But some people need time to be a part of your ecosystem even more. So then next, the customer is going to consume the lead magnet, and they're going to be further nurtured as well, because hopefully the lead magnet is so good that you got them to a specific end result, a sub problem of the major problem that you're solving. You want the lead magnet to solve that sub problem. Make it so good that their sub problem is solved. And I want to tell you like a secret: the sub problem is not going to be enough to solve their overall problem. It's a funnel in itself. The sub problem being solved leads to them wanting to solve other sub problems, and once they realize there's too many sub problems to solve, they're going to need help to solve the big overall problem that solves all the sub problems. That's some advanced game, but it might fly over some YouTubers' heads. But if you guys have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. So yeah, the customer is going to consume the lead magnet, and they're going to be further nurtured as well as learning more about what you do and how you help them. And that's the point of the email flows and the newsletter. They're just going to learn everything about you in your face. And from there, they also look at your other conversion mechanisms that you may have. That could be webinars. Most YouTubers are not going to have a webinar. They don't even have a paid product in the first place. So most YouTubers are not going to have a webinar. They might have a free community though. So they're going to look at your other conversion mechanism, which might be a free community that you have. Maybe it's a Discord, maybe it's a Patreon. At D-Ways Acquisition, we move you though from that because like it's just, you need to have structure to your free community. You can't just be like, hey guys, join my free community, and then it's just like a whole bunch of random nonsense that goes on in the community. I see that way too often with YouTubers. They're also going to go to your other social media platforms where you post, etc., which is just going to further warm them up even more. So basically, once they click the link in the description, the lead magnet, and the newsletter, it's going to separate people into two different buckets. One of them is going to be people who are unqualified for your high ticket offer. The other is going to be people who are qualified for your high ticket offer and also want to purchase the high ticket offer. So if they're unqualified, because they're in your newsletter, unless they unsubscribe, they're in your newsletter, they're in your email flows, they're going to stay in your ecosystem until they are qualified to buy your stuff, or until you introduce other products for other market segments of your audience. Like I said, I'm going to talk about this in later in this video, so stay tuned. But basically, what I'm trying to say is, because this is a funnel for high ticket offers, and specifically just high ticket offers, and a high ticket offer is basically just something you're charging for 2K plus, 3K, 4K, 5K. If you're getting a substantial result, yes, this is something that you can do. Most YouTubers aren't even going to have an offer in the first place, but if they are going to introduce an offer to their business, their YouTube channel, if they are going to introduce an offer to their audience, They want that offer to be high ticket. They want that offer to be something where they get a substantial result. So, because that's the only offer for now, when I say you need to introduce other products of the market in the future, is you need to introduce other products for people who don't have enough money to afford the high ticket. So they can only afford the medium ticket, or they can only afford the low ticket. Basically, it's for parts of your audience who doesn't have the money to afford your high ticket, but because you're only starting off with high ticket, for the most part, most YouTubers who do not and have never sold anything before should start off with high ticket. Once you get results from the high ticket, and once you have proven that the high ticket works and that people want to buy the high ticket, that's when you introduce other segments of the market where you can capture the people who can't afford the high ticket but are too sophisticated for the low ticket. So you introduce mid ticket. There are people who will never buy your high ticket and don't have enough money for mid ticket and high ticket, so you introduce a low ticket funnel. So they stay in your ecosystem until you introduce those segments of the market. They're going to keep continuing to watch your YouTube videos. They're going to keep continuing to consume your other lead magnets and your email flows and newsletter. But they're going to stay in your ecosystem until they are qualified to buy your stuff or until you introduce other products for your other market segments of your audience. So if they are qualified, though, they will either make their way to your website/sales page or straight to your book a call link. So they could either go straight to your book a call link right here, or for the most part, they're going to go to your website. That's going to be the majority of people. So let's talk about the funnel, the part of the funnel where they actually go from the link in the description. Because some people will go just straight to the link in the description, like for your optimized VSL and website/sales page. But the majority are people going to, I mean, it depends. It depends. Some people will go straight to the lead magnet newsletter, or some people will go straight to the optimized VSL website/sales page. So if they came from the lead magnet plus newsletter, they're either going to book a call or they're going to go to your website. If they came just from the content, they're looking at your website, they're going to go to the link in the description for the optimized VSL website/sales page. So in this part of the funnel, you want to have basically a headline that states a specific high ticket offer that promises a substantial result with a conditional guarantee. Basically, the conditional guarantee is if they do this, and they still don't get the result, they can get their money back. Basically, you want to have on the website/sales page a video describing the offer, basically who you help, how you help them, what you're helping them with, and where you're going to get them, how, or not how much it is, but you're going to basically just say all the details of what you're selling and the offer. On the website, you want to have lots of case studies, lots of testimonials, lots of results, lots of proof that it works. And if you don't have this at first, this is okay. Of course, you build them up over time. You don't need to sell. You don't need all these case studies and results to sell, but they do help, obviously, because it's proof that it works. But if you have gotten the result for yourself, you can be the own case study. If you haven't gotten the result for yourself, or you haven't gotten the result for people, you can use the results and testimonials and case studies from people who have been proven and have gotten the result. Like maybe it's like influencers and people who are famous who have gotten the result. You can use that as like case studies. Like for example, I use like in proof. I've used proof of other YouTubers who I look up to and who are, I mean, obviously I'm subscribed to them. You can see who have gone through this funnel and done and used other parts of this funnel into their YouTube business. So you have the link in the description for the optimized VSL website/sales page, and then these variables here, the case studies, testimonials, and results, and the specific headline that's showing the high ticket offer, basically just gives the person that is on the website a reason for why they're on it in the first place. It shows them like what they're getting, what they're going to get, the result that they're going to get, and why they should purchase your product. So eventually, once they've seen this and they like what they see, they're going to book a call on their sales page. Or sorry, they're going to book a call on your sales page, and then you're going to close the deal on the call. You'll go through the sales process. You'll ask them like why they're on the call, like what they need help with. You'll figure out their life situation and what's going on in their life and like what's going on to like why they need the solution in the first place. You'll go through a lot of different objections for the most part, but if you can also just have people super warmed up with your lead magnet, your newsletter, and just also having an optimized sales process, like where you show them what they're getting once they book a call. You show them basically like what everything is. You won't have as many objections. And if you can also in your sales process just answer as many frequently asked questions as much as possible, you will get less questions and less objections when you actually get into the sales call. For the most part, if people are coming from your YouTube, they're warmed up, they're ready to buy because they trust you, they love you, they watch you. YouTube is the most leveraged platform on social media. So if people love you and people are just, what's the word? People love you, and they're just very, very nurtured from you because they're spending so much time with you, 10 minutes at a time, 30 minutes at a time, and over time that adds up. They know what you sell, they know what you do, and you're not going to have as many objections. So they're going to book a call on your sales page, and your goal is to close the deal on the sales call. You're going to be charging your product for about 2K, 3K, 4K because you're getting them to a specific result that's very, very substantial. It's very, very substantial. They get a specific roadmap on top of the fact that they also get time to spend with you and time with you to get them to the result as fast as possible. So then you then want to onboard them immediately upon payment and give them the tools necessary to achieve the specific end result. Those tools are the frameworks, the step-by-step roadmaps, setting up the one-to-one calls or group calls, setting up the things that get them to a specific end result as fast as possible. You onboard them, you collect the payment, you send them a contract so that they can sign the contract. You state the variables and the things that are going to be going on in the specific amount of time frame that it takes to get that end result that you promised. Say it takes 90 days. You want the contract to be for 90 days. And basically, once they've onboarded and they've paid the contract and they've paid the fee, etc., you give them all the tools necessary to achieve the specific end result. That could be the course, the community, the program, etc., whatever the case may be for you. And then once you get them these substantial and amazing results, because we emphasize product here at D Acquisition, you want your product to be the best thing ever. You want your product to be amazing. You then want to interview and create case studies about these results. You want to post testimonials, interviews, and case studies everywhere on your social media platforms. Like, spread the news. Like, make sure that people know that you have gotten these people amazing results. You post them on your social medias. You post it on your YouTube. You show that to all your subscribers and to your audience that, okay, this product that I'm selling is amazing, and it's just gonna further solidify and be proven that what you do is good, your process is good, what you're selling is good, and I want to get into it like here. This is how the funnel works. It's simply just a flywheel. It's simply just you create amazing content, you get people funneled into and caught into your actual sales funnel, you get them into a sales call eventually, because the end goal is for them to eventually purchase. You get them into a sales call, you get them onboarded, and you give them the tools that they need to get to a specific end result. You get them results and you post them results everywhere. You get interviews with your clients, and customers. You get interviews with everybody, and you get case studies for these specific customers. And you post the case studies and testimonials and reviews on your YouTube channel and on other social medias. And this is how the flywheel works. It all works in synergy. It all works all the way, and it always goes back to the optimized content strategy. So this is literally the funnel that generates YouTubers hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. And not just YouTubers, like businessmen, people who are, I guess, in business and posting on YouTube, etc. Like, these guys, you wouldn't even really consider them YouTubers. These guys are business people who are using YouTube. But this funnel is more powerful for YouTubers. This funnel is more powerful for YouTubers because they have a bigger audience of people who trust them more. They have a better skill. You have a greater skill than these people here who are business people who are just posting on YouTube. You have a greater skill. You have an audience that's bigger than them. You have the ability to create amazing content, amazing videos. If you can combine that with this funnel, as well as just like business foundational skills and knowing how to create an amazing product that gets your audience and subscribers to a specific end result, you are the most powerful person on social media. You are more powerful than anybody on Twitter, Instagram, anything like that. YouTube is the most powerful platform. If you can combine the two, you can create something that is amazing. So I want to just get into the bonus. This is just a bonus of how to actually add more money per month to your income every single month, on top of the fact that you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. So there's only 4 ways to get customers in business, and just business in general. There's outreach, there's paid ads, there's content, and there's also partnerships. I didn't put partnerships in this one, but outreach and paid ads, once you got to a point where you're getting amazing results just from organic, you can then start to hire people to do outreach for you, where you figure out more of your ideal specific customer that you're trying to attract, figure out their pains, their problems, like what they're going through, and then you eventually get them into your ecosystem, where maybe they're consuming your lead magnets, they're in your newsletter now, they're in your email flows. Now they're watching all your YouTube videos, or you can even send them straight to where they want to book a call with you and figure out, okay, can you help me with my problems? And if you can combine that, you can combine organic, you can combine paid ads, where You're reaching out and you create what is it? I don't really run paid ads, so like I'm not really familiar with it yet. But you basically just you create an ad creative and you send it and make sure that people that are your ICP are attracted to it and are watching it and they book in and basically they go through the funnel of how it would work with paid ads. You can see that obviously I'm a beginner with paid ads. But then, if you can combine outreach, paid ads with organic, on top of the fact that you now are able to capture other segments of your market via downsells, as in your mid ticket, your low ticket. So you're having multiple streams of income coming just from the fact that you're selling your high ticket. There's going to be people who can't afford the high ticket, so now you have the mid ticket. There's going to be people who can't afford the mid ticket or the high ticket, so now you have the low ticket. If you can capture the other segments of the market via downsells, on top of the fact that you now can also upsell to people in the low ticket, mid ticket, and high ticket, you can upsell the high ticket people into an MRR model where they're able to learn sort of like the insights of what is allowing them to get results. For example, if you're getting good results for clients and customers that you have, and for the fact that, for example, that the time frame of results is 90 days, people who have gone through your program and gone to help with you in high ticket are still going to need extra help. You can give them the insights and data that they need to still get good results even after they're done working with you on that high ticket thing. And you can charge it to them this data and insights to them for about 1K to 2K a month. So if you can combine all four of these methods, this is how people get to seven figures a month. This is how people get to 7 figures a month, multi 7 figures a month, because they're combining all methods of attracting customers and clients to their business in general. And this is how they're able to just basically get as much attention as possible. I just created a video called "Attention is More Valuable Than Money in 2025." Attention is more valuable than money. With attention, you can create as much money as you need to. So that means attention is more valuable. It's more foundational than money. Attention will lead to money if it's the correct attention. So I just want to make this quick video. I know it's not a quick video at all. It's 28 minutes. I just want to kind of show you guys a funnel that hopefully you guys can implement. If you guys can just take one thing from this video, I'd be happy. I'd be glad. I'd be satisfied. If you want us to implement this into your YouTube business, if you're an educational informational YouTuber with at least 10,000 subscribers, you can book a call at the link in my description. Hopefully we can help you. I mean, we definitely can help you. And if you're interested in getting to 5 to 6 figures a month, I mean, no one else is talking about this. This is the way. You need to implement both your skills of creating an audience and generating and building an audience with the fact that you're also like this is a business, you're trying to make money, and you can't rely on other companies to pay you, which is AdSense, sponsorships, and affiliates. So if that interests you, you can book a call below. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys.